you are the young Mr. Brown.
That's right.
You sing all of the songs in the show?
Sing all the songs, accompanied by the baddest band in the world, the hardest working band, and original JBs.
Let me tell you that James Brown actually picked Mr. Wilson for several of the television shows, or like Beat the Devil, that was on television.
Right.
James Brown actually picked Tony Wilson out of a cast of hundreds of people that played young James Brown.
Right.
So the young James Brown is kind of a name that the Godfather still actually gave to Tony Wilson.
Wow.
Our next guests are Dr. Wanda Starr Williams and Tony Wilson, known worldwide as the young James Brown.
Tony Wilson?
Okay.
Yes, I'm here.
Good morning, Tony. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Oh, I'm blessed and highly favored, you know. I don't think I'm ever out of touch with you because we're in different time zones. So you get away with calling me whatever time you wish to do so. I think, what was it, about 2 o'clock this morning?
That's right.
All right. Well, it's all right. Whenever you call, because I know you've got something good to say. So we're going to get right into the program. You're known as Young James Brown. How did you get that name?
Well, I got the name by the Godfather of Soul himself, James Brown. We did a mini movie together, a short film called Beat the Devil, and it was by Tony Scott. And the producers asked James Brown, what should we call him? And he looked me up and down and said, Young James Brown. So, I started off as the godson of soul, so he changed it to Young James Brown.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know that you're always very respectful of women. I've seen you many times. I've always seen you performing, and whatever you do, it seems like you're thinking of making life better for women. So tell us where you got your inspiration to honor women.
Well, I got it from you.
Well, thank you. Wasn't prepared for that, but thank you. Okay. We are women.
I have 4 sisters. I have a mother. I have, of course, females always around me. And so basically you just have to, definitely not discriminate against them and let them have the same 50-50 chance that men have. Women can do things better, or if not even greater than men can. They're the thinkers, and of course, throughout all of the ages, it's always women that let men, take the lead. But they had the ideas, and they were the idealists, and, men just now coming about to appreciating that and giving them their front line.
Mm-hmm. Well, many people don't really know, they don't know the real James Brown, but because you had an opportunity to meet him, I know you know a lot about him. And I remember hearing something about his calming down riots during the civil rights movement when something really negative happened. Could you tell us a little bit about that situation?
Yeah, after Martin Luther King was assassinated April 4th, 1968, the city was just burning down. All of these things happened. People started starting fires worldwide in different cities across the United States. And in Boston, James Brown was supposed to do a concert, and so they thought that they would go ahead and cancel it. And it was at the Boston Garden. And I guess James Brown got with the mayor, and then when they decided, let's televise this, and so that we could, let people stay at home and they can watch the concert, and it actually worked. James Brown calmed not only the city of Boston, but a lot of other cities that burned down. Boston was one of them that did not burn down, and his message and his music, just rang throughout all over Boston, and it was known historically as the city that didn't burn down that night.
And what was the song the main song that he did that caused this reaction?
The number one was "Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud." He knew that a lot of black men were out there and had their chests spoke out, and they were ready to do violence and do harm because of this. And that song, not only did it calm down a city, it calmed down a worldwide nation of black men all over the world. Because, of course, they were called black, and they looked at it as something negative. And when James Brown wrote, "Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud," and those lyrics, I think including myself, every black man or boy was proud to walk around in school and say, yes, I'm black, I'm proud, and, you know, it was like just a huge civil movement. It was so powerful that they even use that every time you see a Martin Luther King documentary, say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud, it's right there. So it's like and it could have happened to African American men and women.
Wow. Well, that's great that you thought about that. Since Tony Wilson, young James Brown, knew Mr. Brown, Dr. Brown, what did this song mean to you, Tony? I'm black and I'm proud.
Well, to me, I mean, it's like, it's a huge eye-opener for us, because we always thought that being called black, and me personally being called black, was something negative or something that we looked down on. And of course, you know, all of the kids, you know, that went to school and all of the adults that were at work that felt this way. When that song came out, especially to me, it just made me proud like a peacock. Just walked around like, yeah, I'm black, you know, I'm black and I'm proud, you know. And it's just really something that sticks with me even to today, you know. Doesn't matter what they call me. I'm proud of who I am, where I am, and what I'm doing.
Okay, Tony, did you know James Brown at the time he wrote the song "I'm Black and I'm Proud"?
Yes, absolutely. You know, James Brown wrote so many songs. He wrote over 5,000 songs, more than lots of the other composers and writers, and he didn't write one song that he couldn't sing to his mother. He always had a hand in everything, even Living in America, which wasn't 100% written by him. He always had some kind of input. So yeah, he was quite the writer, because he used his platform to help people all over the world, especially black people. He was the voice. So he definitely lived what he wanted to write about, sing about, and to have his stage presence and let them see in his dance and his whole being. So yeah, that's unbelievable.
Okay. And you know, that's still important today. That's a question that many people ask. I don't want nobody to give me nothing, but open the door and I'll get it myself. Now, Tony, you talked about how you got the name young James Brown. Do you perform now?
Yes, absolutely. I still perform. Actually, my sister, Dr. Pamela Wilson, also said that is the song for the anthem, especially because National Black Women's Month. I don't want nobody to give me nothing. You open up the door, I get it myself. So yeah, I perform all of James Brown's hits, the historical civil rights songs, like that song, and Get Up, Get Into It, Get Involved, and you know, I do it. And I also, for National Black Women's Month, you know, I also donated $25 to each one of my sisters and my mother and to you. So
okay. And Tony, I understand that you have taught music to young people in China. Just briefly tell us what that was like, and then I want to see if we have time for your Dick Gregory story.
We have 2 minutes.
I did a tour of China and, of course, the UK. We're working on a play, Godfather of Soul, opened up in the UK. I was able to travel and go all over the world, keeping James Brown legacy alive, even with my sisters. My baby sister, Sarah Wilson, doing line dances worldwide all over, you know, and we just working with every component, the original JBs, Bootsy Collins, you know, they came out with good songs. So I've been working and doing.
We are about to run out of time, so I am going to have to stop you just before we go, though. It's been a pleasure having you, Wanda, and having you, Tony, on.